Okay, so with a short break between episodes to figure out what we were doing, welcome back to Parafox.
Hi, welcome back to Parafox.
I can't speak today.
Yeah.
But what was I talking about? Oh, so I don't know. Like I feel like we're still on like the off the back of 2020. You know, things are kind of slower. Did anyone else kind of have like a really? I mean, Halloween is my favorite, but I feel like this one just didn't hit as well as it usually did.
Yeah, I mean, I think that especially since there isn't any like media coming out that's like spook this year, I think maybe there was just like nothing that like stuff that we haven't already seen before.
Yeah, I feel like the only thing that really came out was Titan, and I've just kind of gone back and like watched other horror movies. I don't know, like what there just wasn't like a whole lot to it. I didn't really get a lot of like promos for haunted houses, and well, obviously, you know, the pandemic is still going. I'm sure people are like still not wanting to go out of their houses all too much.
Yeah,
They'd much rather do like smaller personal things. But like I didn't even see like kids out last night. I mean, it's Halloween tonight, so they might do it, but usually, you know, they always do the 2 nights of Halloween if it's a Sunday.
Yeah,
We didn't get no knocks at the door, nothing.
I think I think it's just like with the C word going around.
No. Wow.
I mean,
But of course, don't want to lose any algorithm here, but I don't know, like it's been a sad Halloween this year.
it has been.
Even like I feel I don't know, even like some of the Halloween specials on some of like my favorite podcasts, they really didn't hit that. Like there wasn't a lot of Halloween specials, I know.
Yeah, like that doesn't mean that we can't like redeem ourselves by still trying to get into the spooky mood tonight.
2022, we're gonna get really spooky.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I would love for all of this to end and I can go back out and get touched by one of those waiver signing haunted houses.
Yeah, I think next year I want to do like a Parafox Spooktober like month or week.
Yeah, because, well, that's the other thing. It's like everything that we were looking at was coming out very much at the end of the month.
Yeah.
And, of course, you know, if we can plan ahead in the future. But we've also had something else going on behind the scenes for our subscriber goal. Let that be a little preview. Won't give it away here, but we do have some fun activities being worked on. But there was I'm trying to think of the haunted house, but there's one with like a 40-page waiver.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be the most intense, the spookiest, ookiest haunted house of all. It's called it's like an extreme haunt. It's called extreme haunting, like these particular these particular haunted houses.
Yeah.
And this is a haunted house that requires you to pay requires you to sign a 40-page waiver, have a doctor's note saying you're clear, and I think so it does require a safe word. There we go.
Oh my god.
But
40-page waiver?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the article here. So in Summertown, Tennessee, you can find yourself at the McCamey Manor. McCamey? McCamey. It is known as the most haunting, or like the most scariest haunted house experience in all of America.
Finally, something cool is happening in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. And the only reason, or the first thing you have to do before you can go in, there is, of course, a long list of things. Of course, the waiver, you have to be cleared by your doctor, but you actually need to be able to complete a sports physical, have medical insurance, and they have to screen you through Facebook, FaceTime, and by phone.
Whoa.
Yeah, and when you show up there, you have to be able to pass one of their portable drug tests, like the day of the showing.
That is strange.
Yeah, but even stranger, they require you to watch a 2-hour-long video before you go into the haunted house. So
wow.
It's basically like a movie, but of course,
does it like explain the lore of the?
It might be
I
think so. It might be the explanation of the lore, and of course, some of the safety messages and everything.
Right.
But of course, with this one, they're saying that the horror house is so extreme that no one has ever completed it, and that there might even be what was the reward here? I think they said $2,000.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah. So Russ says he doesn't curse and doesn't allow cursing during the haunted tours. If you do, and many obviously can't help themselves, he deducts cash from the potential $20,000 prize.
Oh no!
Yeah, so if you wanna win this $20,000, which no one has been able to achieve, you can't do cussing.
No cussing.
Yeah,
I think this is a new route.
Oh, it might be a new route. Maybe a new Pokerman.
Maybe new Pokerman. And it's a Voltorb.
Oh, fuck yeah. We finally have an electric. Oh, boy. Oh, that's it. Okay.
Echo, do something.
Do you think Payday would be good? It's gonna have to be pretty good. It's gonna have
Payday!
to be... Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Payday!
Oh, Lord.
Okay. It's screeching at us.
Oh, no. But sorry, I'm going to go back to this thing here. So the McCamey Manor.
Yeah.
Let's see. They do a lot of like mental games. So they will say... Okay, so he does film every single show for... Not for entertainment purposes, but it also helps them refine their scares. So basically, you can find yourself falling into hypnosis. They will put you in damp and wet areas.
Oh.
And I guess there are extreme warnings of claustrophobia.
Whoa.
Which is something I have never really been able to go through. But that seems like such a high bar. And of course, I know it's time. We need to name.
Yeah. Gorb.
Gorb. Gorb, Voltorb.
Orb.
Love it. Welcome Gorb to the team.
Gorb.
But I feel like if I really had to pick, like if I had to really go out on a number, I could probably do it at the McCamey house. I feel like it would just be a nice way to just like have my heart attack and go.
That would be content. Let me tell you what.
That would be some content, just dying.
Yeah. What exactly would be involved in that 40-page waiver? Would it be just like...
Basically like a bunch of legal talk, basically saying if you have like a heart attack or if you're not physically fit, if you decide to cheat, or also all the other rules that pertain to the haunted house, which I can see being in a 40-page waiver, you know.
Right.
If it's going to be like APA legal format or whatever, that you could clear that up pretty easy. There we go. We're in the rock tunnel.
Do I have? I do not. That sucks. I don't have Flash.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Wait, does our Voltorb not have it?
No. So we're going to have to kind of...
We're going in blind
Oh,
here.
wait. We can catch this.
Oh, shit. That's a Machop, too.
I love it. A chop. Ooh.
This is going to be hard, huh?
Yeah. I'm going to put in break even. You better break even.
Wait, is Machop a normal type or is he ground?
He's fighting.
Oh, yeah. What a weird category. There's like, because like when I think of Pokemon, for some reason I think more elementally, you know?
Right.
So I guess I wouldn't think fighting type, you know?
Yeah, I can see that.
Because you think like, oh yeah, Earth, Fire, Wind, Water, Captain Planet kind of ass things.
But then again, there's also just like things that we have learned to accept within Pokemon, such as, you know...
I mean, obviously, I haven't fucking learned anything. Like, I think that's my great downfall here. Oh,
we
got him a Machop, baby.
We've learned to accept that we can just throw balls at little creatures and it would somehow suck them in with energy.
That sounds terrifying.
I know. That's claustrophobic.
Shit. Man, I wonder what it's like in there, though. Because, like, okay, so you have to actually think about how terrifying that these Pokeballs actually are. And so imagine saying... I don't know. I almost think it's kind of like the... do you remember the Star Trek conspiracy where it says every time you get teleported, like when Scotty beams you up and down and whatnot, that the person is dying every time?
I haven't watched a lot of Star Trek.
But yeah, but like it almost has to it has to break down your moleccular... I mean, you've seen the teleportation, right? Like all the teleporting scenes. Like
no, I haven't. I told you, I haven't watched. Oh, I haven't watched Star Trek.
I can promise you. And yes, I do like Diesel, but Diesel has a name for this here Machop.
Diesel.
Would choke myself.
Is it a reference to Vin Diesel or is it a reference to Shaq's nickname, the Big Diesel?
Oh, I thought it was just because you found it underground.
Oh, well,
like oil.
Well, that too.
I thought you were kind of getting a little Upton Sinclair on me, but. Oh my god, we found a furry.
Oh no.
We found another kin in Pokemon, but...
I love Cubone.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, so basically like the Pokeball, right?
Yeah.
Has to like molecularly break down that organism.
Yes.
So essentially making it not exist for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And then it has to make it again re-exist. Like, so it's converting all of its molecules into data.
But it's also pretty canon that the Pokemon still has the ability to have like conscience within the Pokeball.
Oh, yeah, it's being broken down into information. So it's just like it's like loading a previous save, you know?
Yeah.
But like for that moment, is the Pokemon dead? Like it is definitely like liminal, like it's between alive and non-existent, but is that the same Pokemon we're seeing every time?
Right.
Or is it just a copy?
I honestly don't know.
It's like the blue guys in Invincible. You remember that? Where they're like,
oh.
where everything gets matched up and they can't remember which one's the original.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it's happened so many times that, well, there is no original one. They're all just copies.
Oh, man.
That's what I think the Pokeball is.
I need to finish Invincible.
Oh, it's a wonderful show.
Yeah.
Only we had an Onyx, right?
Only we had Flash.
Oh yeah, that'd probably help us through all this. But I don't know. What do you think about all of that there, Mess? Do you think I just made this a lot darker than it needed to be, or do you think my conspiracy theory is bullshit?
No, I think it's a very interesting take because it like Pokemon. It's something that they don't really address that detailed. It's mostly like, you know.
I think the only time they've ever explained it is they just break it down into data.
Yeah,
and that's where it lies. Like, have we seen the inside of a Pokeball?
we have.
So like,
it's very techy.
I'm gonna pull this one up here. I'm actually looking at this, what seems to be a Canon shot.
All right.
You know, you go to click on a picture and it just takes you to an article, and I don't appreciate that. Oh, this is a blueprint somewhat. Yeah, basically it looks like it just has like scanners and like there's really nothing to it.
Yeah, where it's kind of interesting because does that mean that there's also a little bit of like a psychology with like the anime where Pikachu doesn't want to be in the Pokeball?
Yeah, where he's just like, yeah, no, I don't want to. I want to live.
Does Pikachu know something that we don't?
Which honestly makes it like darker, you know?
Yeah,
that's like. I don't know. I feel like there's a darker surface under all of Pokemon because the existence of Lavender Town in itself.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff in Pokemon, like lore in Pokemon that's like really dark.
Is it like canonical though? Canonical.
Like of course
canon.
The backstory of Cubone.
Oh well, yeah, that's really weird though, because like Cubone would essentially be, it evolves into a Marowak, right?
Yeah.
But the Cubone is essentially supposed to be like the Kangaskhan like baby, right?
No.
Then what is it from? Is there an adult Cubone?
Yeah, it's Marowak.
No, that's the evolved form. Like
yeah.
No, I'm gonna take a look at the bone. All right.
When evolved forms of Pokemon quote unquote give birth to another Pokemon, it's the base form.
I'm just going through a couple things because like I remember back in the day, the original theory was the skull came from a full-grown Kangaskhan.
No.
I'm not bullshitting you. That's what it was. Like back in the day, that was the main theory.
Really?
Yes. So the idea was that Cubone was actually like a descendant of Kangaskhan, and that's why it doesn't really like, it's always like a shy temperament, like it's a timid kind of Pokemon. But like once it grows up, Marowak and what, like there's even like, oh, like if you can see that.
Here, put up the picture for all of the audience to see as I'm looking at it.
Of course. Well, you're editing this part out. But this is like, that's what I'm talking about. Like they're just like, the original theory was that Cubone was like a descendant of Kangaskhan, and like the mother was killed, so it would wear the skull. But I guess like the other theory, and I don't know if Pokemon picked this up because it was going to be like dark or anything, but I only just saw like a clip of it, or just like that little artwork of it, that like the mother would like hand down the skull.
Yeah, no, that's the theory, at least that I learned growing up, is that the skull that's on Cubone's head is the skull of its mother. Which either way, both theories are hella dark.
Honestly, like I'm still in the Genghis Khan kind of territory when it comes to those things. Like, because like it just makes sense, because if you look at like the little baby Genghis Khan carries around,
yeah,
it looks like a cubone. Like, yeah, it's purple and everything, but it's like, not to get into like phrenology or anything, but like skull shapes or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know.
But with that one, and isn't there like a bunch of gambling in Pokemon too?
Oh, absolutely.
That's kind of the coolest part about this universe. They just have gambling and people are cool with it.
Yeah.
There's not enough like gambling in real life that's like legal.
Oh, yeah.
Because like out here, we got to go down to like special places that are like, you know, like on the res. And the only like, I think government legalized gambling is just in Nevada. I don't know. I think it would be cool if there was like more gambling and you could really raise the stakes. I don't know. Just gamble your house, gamble your fingers.
Okay.
Second born daughters.
I am pretty sure that Chris is joking, but
no, gambling's terrible. But I've always like thought of a society. It's like, what if we like, you know, ascend and we still keep gambling?
Do not gamble, especially
on CS:GO.
Especially if you are not financially stable. I've seen way too many motherfuckers gamble when they have like
people who
nothing.
are gambling are not going to listen to you, but they should.
Yeah.
You shouldn't gamble, and if you're going to gamble, you must gamble responsibly and be legal age, blah 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 blah. Legal things. But what I'm saying is, like, do you think an ascended society would have gambling? Because like say like we become super brain people, right?
Yeah.
Where we can talk to each other via telekinesis and shit.
Telekinesis?
Dude, I'm just going way out of the left field here. Like, I don't know, like basically we get rid of like, I don't know, all money, and like we switch to like, I don't know, resource-based economies and stuff like that.
Squeefum is trying to learn protect.
Ooh. That one is just that might work when we get to the Dragonairs though.
We're gonna make a decision and decide on the next episode of Parafox.
I think they might come up with gambling, maybe for like jelly beans or something.
One could only hope.
One could only hope. Next time on Parafox.